Hi folks, it's Nick here for Nick's News and Reviews, and we've got a little bit of an intro here which is quite unusual. Yes, I thought we'd have a look at Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the PlayStation 1. Released in 1998 by Electronic Arts. It's a game that I keep coming back to. Played this one to death, as you can tell by this, this badly beaten disc thing. Yeah, so this is pretty much coming apart. I played it so much. But playability is fantastic on this one, and I thought I'd show you the hidden tracks on this game because, well, there's not many videos out there showing them all. So you've got the main 9 tracks in the main bulk of the game, and these 5 hidden ones accessed by different code words you can put in. So that's enough of me waffling. Let's see what it's all about.
Now, the first track is called Scorpio 7, which is accessed by the main menu. You put your username in as GLDFSH. That's GLDFSH. It gives you this underwater track, which is quite interesting. We'll do a couple of laps of each one of these, see what it's like. But yeah, these are more like fantasy tracks, so we have a look out here, as opposed to, realistic location tracks in the main bulk of the game. So we're in some sort of an aquarium here. Looks quite nice. There's a lot of columns to avoid. In the game, the watery track that was included was Aquatica. This one I don't think was included because of the many, these posts we have to avoid. I think the computer AI and the police would have kept crashing into these. Would have been interesting being chased by the police in this large aquarium, though, I must say. We'll try and give you a few views as we go round, try and make it a little bit interesting. So you may not have seen this track. If you've got this game and you've still got a working PlayStation or even a PS3 or PS2 to play it on, boot it up, go to the username, change it to GLDFSH, and straight away you'll be trying a new track, which is this underwater one. Quite attractive. I think there's like seaweed here. So these new tracks, or these hidden tracks, have got various state of completedness. For whatever reason didn't make it into the full game, but they're still left on the disc, which is quite good. There's no ability to do Hot Pursuit, or the knockout stage, or tournament on these. They're just fun Easter eggs, as you were. Not much variance on the track, it's pretty much this all the way round. But it looks quite nice for a bonus track that shouldn't be on there. I wonder how close this was to getting into the main game. Now, these hidden tracks, of which there are 5 of them, are exclusive to the PlayStation release. It wasn't included on the PC version. So there we go. Did you ever play this track? Did you know their existence? Comment below if you did. Or if you knew a cheat to somehow get the tournament or Hot Pursuit mode working on any of them. That would be a bit clever. But I think PlayStation games are a bit harder to mod than the PCs. When you talk about Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, PC had lots of mods and cars and tracks that people were doing. But I like the playability of this. I mean, I keep coming back to this game over and over because the playability is so good. It's quite basic in its idea as well. It's not open world, it's set tracks. If they could update the graphics as a mini game on this one, I would be in heaven. As you can see, the glass isn't going to smash either side if I crash into it in my high-end sports car here. Yes, but 1998 this one. It survived quite well. It's one of the winners. There's a sequel to Need for Speed 3, which is Need for Speed 4 High Stakes. Weren't quite as good. So now we're in a space station. This track is called Space Race. Code for this one on the username is MNBEAN. So that's MNBEAM. There's some sort of globe there. Now this track is extremely interesting. You're racing around a space station, and I think this track is the one that will cause the computer AI, drivers and police the most trouble, and wasn't in the game. Because there's one part of it which is exceptionally awkward. It just seems like you're driving around a futuristic living room than an actual track, and I think the computer AI opponents would have been stuck there for the whole of the game. Here it is. So we go straight into this concrete thing here. Right, to get round we have to drive around this bit. I mean, this isn't racing, is it? This is like obstacles. It's a nice mosaic of an alien there. That's a nice touch. Where are we? You could get easily lost, so we go through here. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Yeah, now where? Would it be nice trying to outsmart the police on this space station? Right, now we're back on track. I mean, that bit was extremely weird. This part don't seem to have any texture in. We seem to be out in space here on the top of the space station, but there's no texture in here. So 2 white walls, very bumpy. Red, don't know what those red lights are representing. Maybe that's a warning to UFOs not to land on this bit. Yeah, so this is a bit like a Atlantica or Aquatica as well. Yes. Right, and then once we're out of this section, back into a bit of this tunnel, there might be a viewing window soon where we can see out into space. Coming up very soon. Is this it? Yeah, there's one viewing window. Oh, there's some sort of ship there. And there's another viewing window. It looks pretty sexy in red. There it is. Oops, turned in a bit too soon there. I wanted to show you a view of the space. There it is. Look at that. And there's all the stars. That's nice. I don't know if you can recognise any constellations. I don't think that was that accurate, but look at that. That's great, that, isn't it? We could stay there all night. And there's some sort of fish, or no, it can't be a fish. It's in space. It's some sort of ship that's shaped like a fish. Big jet boosters on the back. That's nice. See, for a bonus track, this is probably the most realised, the one they put the most effort in, apart from those lack of textures on the on that white tunnely thing. Yeah, bank corner. Nice. I don't think that was only on any of the 9 original basic tracks that were in the game. And that's 1 lap done. So let's just give you another lap here so you can have another look at it, and then we'll move on to the next hidden track. Out of all the hidden tracks, this is probably my favourite one. I'm always a sucker for space stuff. Nice long tunnel. So there's elements to each track, isn't there? You can see both these original tracks are all rather enclosed. These hidden tracks, I should say. Can't stray off the map too far. No shortcuts to speak of. But yeah, that mosaic of the alien there, I think that's great. Well done. Yes. It's been an obstacle course here. Right, great. It would be good having the police behind you saying, "Stop your car!" There's no way. No one ever playing this game did stop, I don't think. Right, now the weakest rendered bit of the track. Whoa, getting a bit of air. I don't know where this space station is, but lovely stars there. Nice starry night. Well, it's always a starry night in space, isn't it? Unless something's gone a bit wrong with a gas nebula crossing over. Track 2 of 5. Whoa! It's a bit difficult to steer with this view. I'm just trying to make it interesting for you, so you don't see the whole view, same view the whole time. Trying to vary it a bit. Whoops. I think this is a deserted space station. I certainly haven't seen anyone else. There's the first viewing window, the blue one. Looks a bit like the spaceship exit bit in Star Wars on their major spaceships. So there's a blue viewing window and a red viewing window. And this one's much more sexy. Yeah, this is my favourite bit of any track anywhere, I think. Good. Back into the blue, right, yes. And that was 2 laps of the space station. Next up, this track is called Caverns. You have to XCAV and then the number 8. It's an underground track. And it's pretty dark, this track, and there's stone pillars everywhere. So this is the most annoying of them all. If you had tournament mode in this, the AI would have been crashing into these all day, as I'd imagine I would be. So you have to keep one eye on that map there on the bottom right, or she'll be crashing all the time. I think this is probably why they never have any races underground. But the whole thing is like that. We've got to just weave through. I mean, it looks like some spooky level of Tomb Raider. Maybe it was. Yep, Kaboom. Yeah, so it's extremely dark. Some bits are very light. Well, lighter, I should say, but they're a bit few and far between. No one thought to put any lampposts in underground. Oh my god, look at this. Would you like going along this road with this angle? I'm just trying to guess where the columns are. Whoa. I hope this car's not on loan. Oh my word, I don't know where I'm going. Driving in the dark. Yes, Caverns. It's a bit cavernous. Right, let's flick to this angle. Makes it slightly easier, but not much. Right, this is getting a bit lighter here. Yeah, see, that was a good recovery. Crash into a stone pillar, bit of a somersault, continue on your way. That's what racing should be all about. But Need for Speed is pure arcade racing. I don't think it pretends to be anything else. Right. Here we go. Woo. So I'm trying to vary the reviews, the formats I do it on. I think we have an Amiga and Spectrum. Now I've started doing Game Boy Advance games. You might see one of those fly up every now and again. Trying to include a few more PlayStation games now. Maybe PS2 and PS3. But variety is the spice of life, isn't it? As I drive through, trying to avoid stone columns. As you do. I don't think we've got too much life for this lap, have we? I don't know. It all looks a bit the same. I'm losing my bearings completely here. Oops. Oh, oh dear. That's not what you like to see. But gamers never die. They just respawn. And that is true. But on Spectrum games there was never any ability to save your progress. If you died, you was right back to the start no matter what. Things have changed there for the better. Man, I just want this lap to end. This is taxing my brain. Right. So as I say, you've got to keep your eye on the map there on the bottom right. It's the only way to know what's coming up on this one. Might as well be driving in the dark. Yeah, it's... Whoops! Yeah. The hot pursuit mode with the police would have been extremely fun here. I don't think they would have got you. You could have just stopped really and just driven around in circles round down to these columns. They never would have got you. I'd imagine the game might have crashed. That's probably why it wasn't included. Whoops. So I don't know what the beef was on these hidden tracks. Were they supposed to be in there originally? They're all fantasy tracks by the looks of things. This track would never exist in real life. Right, that lights represents lap 2, or the end of lap 2. And we're on to, this track's called Autocross. To get this one, your username should be XCNTRY. It's a canyon track, set in the forests, I think. Easy to turn the car over on these bank corners, but different to the more realised rocky canyons in the main bulk of the game. Woohoo! But you can certainly get some air on this track. Yeah, I quite like this one as well. Reminds me a little bit of Star Wars Episode 1 in the pod races. We're in some sort of jungle, so maybe it's the Incas. Whoops! The Incas. Or as I like to call them, the Stinkers. That was a lost tribe to find. The Stinkers. Right. Yeah, this is certainly Autocross. Massive bank bend there, but I don't think you can go too far up the wall. But yeah, it does feel like a bit like rallying this. I mean, this is good. This looks good from this camera on a PS1, doesn't it? Car's really rocking about a bit. But the whole track is pretty much like this. There's a few tunnels which vary it slightly. I'd like to see more. The high banking prevents you from seeing more of the background, but that background looks quite nice. But it's the same three trees you keep seeing. So we're in some sort of rainforest, I presume. So that's the most you see of it, I think, as it scans across. It's a shame that I would have liked to have seen a more forest track because I had the background to do it on. That would have been nice. Right, that's a tunnel. I'm sure you know what tunnels look like, but just in case you didn't, that was the tunnel. And here's another tunnel, just to prove my point. Yes. So yeah, not too much detail in this one, but it works. On the top of each banking is sort of like a row of trees or bushes. Didn't need to do that, but I'm glad they did. So they had a bit of effort with this one anyway. The next track after this, which you'll see eventually, is a little less realised. The least realised one tracks of all the whole lot. But still, glad it's there. You'll soon see what I mean. So 4 of them are pretty well done. It's quite a long lap, this one, as well. How long are we going, mate? 2 minutes 30. Still on lap 1. Right, on to lap 2. So, yeah, very tricky first corner, this one. It's just wanting you to die. Yeah, that's evil. I think you have to practically stop to do that. This is close-on view. Hard to work with. Whoa! I don't think any car suspension could... Whoa! Nice forward roll there. That's what racing autocrossing is all about. So what's our first lap? 2:34. Let's see if we can beat that. We were mucking about on the first one, going the wrong way for a little bit. Should beat 2:34. So as I said, yeah, if you was unaware that these tracks existed, and you have this game, I think you should fire it up immediately. Hopefully you've written down those codes. If not, rewind and write them down. This one, of course, is XCNTRY. And you type in these codes as a username on the main screen. And then you're off and running. As I said, no option to do hot pursuit or tournament or race any other races on this. But you're just going around, and they're quite good fun. I mean, I love the physics of this game. I think that's what makes it. Graphics are one thing, important to have, but playability, beyond all else, must be there. That's why retro gamings will always have their place, because the makers were a little less generic. They had to think about the playability of these, and you get some absolute gems there, and that's why retro gaming will always be there, up with all the popular new games. Oh, I went off onto one there, but it's true. It's true. Comment below if you agree. Comment below if you disagree. I don't mind people disagreeing. Right, here we go. 2:34. We're on 2:02. Can't be too much left of the lap. That's it. So yes, there we go. And it's on to the last track. This is called The Room, which is based on a toy room, I believe. To get this one, you have to type in your username. It's PLAYTM. That's PLAYTM. And this one is the least realised of it. A few good elements, but it doesn't seem finished. Right, so we're obviously shrunk down like micro machines. There's some blocks there. But there's big gaps here. What's all that brown going on either side? There's no real detailing there. Odd little bridge. Yeah, so it does look like this game's still under development at this point. This road looks very fragile. See, what's that? That looks like that's still under construction. Nice wallpaper there. That's good. So that bit's done. There's a plug socket. But this feels a bit weird. A very twisty track, this one. I'll show you a few other elements as we go around, which are nice but not really finished. Don't know what that is. We're under a newspaper, I think, there. It's a tunnel. There's a few drawings here. Perhaps we'll stop on the next lap to show you a bit more of them. It's a skirting board, isn't it? So we're right near the floor. We're on some sort of Scalextric set. Right, there is a baseball cap in blue, followed by a baseball, so that's good. I like that. Some more blocks. A Rubik's Cube. See if we can spot all the toys here. Some stands. There's a dinosaur somewhere, I believe. I can't remember where it is, though. So go on to lap 2. Keep your eye out for the dinosaur. I might have just dreamt that. Perhaps there isn't a dinosaur. I'll be focused on the dinosaur now. There probably isn't. There isn't one. Whoops. I don't know what that is in the background. Some sort of magazine that's been left on the floor. That's a table, I think. We just went under. Okay. So not quite the graphics of Toy Story, this. But glad it was there as we go into that newspaper again. Right, it's a tunnel with lots of drawings in. So yeah, let's have a look at some of these. There's a face. It's a stick man and a planet and a ship and a... Yeah, a bit of graffiti in here. So they made an effort there. That's not all plain. Got a few textures. But the rest of it... it's got a brown carpet. That's all I know. Baseball cap. Yes. So I think you might agree the least realised of all the 5 of the hidden tracks there. But it's good. So we had the underwater track, the space station track, underground, those canyons, the Autocross, and this toy room. Not bad at all. Well, I hope you like that one. And Need for Speed 3 Hop Suit, seeing the hidden tracks. Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.